A lot of trash talk. And there's the bell to start the round. He missed with that jab. Jab. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I been there, and now we are here.
Just missed with that hook. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Oh, look at that left jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, this is the time. They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They both want the knockout. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. One punch could... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus. Be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Come on. You're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there. Don't worry about it.
Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Switch on. Get this boxing back together. Come on.
You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back into it.
Not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your some back together.
Away. Go out in the first minute.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
The job. Get back confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Don't worry about that round.
Left back.
He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that endless shot power.
Shawn Porter just got rocked. He couldn't seize the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What did he do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Just misses with that uppercut. Nice, very close count. 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab misses. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still can go either way. The right hook just missed.
Oh, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts. You can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
How about that time counter shot? Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. How about that time counter shot? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. They threw the hook. It didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Uh-oh. Is on wobbly legs. Oh, Shawn Porter. Up on his feet, and now he's ready to engage again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got to win with it. You can do it again.
And we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Timing beats speed. Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He threw a punch. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't...
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Beautiful counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Missing with that jab. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. So it's off.